Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We got what? And the Jayhawks have possession. Now the starting group for the visitors. Lets it go from deep. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Silk passes to Silk. Here's Silk. 5 to shoot. Florida needs to get off a shot. From deep three-point land. And it's Martin missing. And the Jayhawks with possession. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Florida this year.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the two games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
Gives a team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the floor.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. Martin with a screen on Griffin. Pass to Big Daddy. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his first free throw of the game. And that one misses. And he sinks the second. The Jayhawks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The 3. And it's Florida with the rebound.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Out of bounds, Florida takes possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look here at the visitors, they're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And I think for the Jayhawks, they're moving in the wrong direction. The good news, though, it's still early in the season. A lot of games left to be played, plenty of time to turn things around.
And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive paydays. Every single year we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher, and once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. T's checked in for Martin. And the Jayhawks also making a change. Mayo's checked in. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to T. Here's Big Daddy. Now here's Freak. Still yet to score. Just 4 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Jayhawks.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
And the second free throw, good. And the league continuing, Shams, to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
Have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try if you can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two. Let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree. Out to the wing. Pass to Silk. From past the arc, drills the three-pointer.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
To the inside. Big Daddy, that's good. Big Daddy's got 5 now.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Back to Mayo. Takes a 3. Picked off in midair. Fast break. Here comes Florida. Here's T. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. So, Shams, when the league brought in that 65-game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by. And that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA team and different accolades.
Yes, well said. The Jayhawks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Crafty move. And it's Florida with the rebound.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Silk passes to Freak. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Doing quite well in these early minutes, 55%. Here's Mayo. There's the 3. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Big Daddy, that's good. He has 7. There's 31 seconds left in the first. Shot to stop the run. The shot, no good.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Outside Mayo. With 2 seconds left. No good at the rim. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Florida leads by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Florida.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
They've got Martin, the chosen one, out there with T. Then it's D, 6 to shoot. Puts it up from 15. Martin with the bucket. Martin's got the lead up to 6 now for Florida. Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason, but I try to wait as best I can and make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Outstanding. And for the Jayhawks, and for Florida, T is out there with the chosen one. Then it's Martin. Then it's D. Here's T. Scoreless thus far. Fires from deep. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Being around 40% from the floor here. Here's Mayo. Out of bounds. Florida takes possession. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season.
Well, it was a big focal point for them last season, making good on their trips from the free throw line.
And Florida making a change here. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Florida leading by 8. And things can get so intense when NBA rumors start flying, Shams. You know that. The teams are just kind of holding on sometimes for dear life. What is it like when you break a major NBA story, like you've done numerous times?
It's like when your heart skips a beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush and there's a surge of excitement that hits every particle of your body. Every profession obviously has a big payoff, but everything happens so fast. But when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it. But it certainly brings a great feeling, and I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work you put in to get that story, I know what you guys go through. It is amazing the hours you spend on it.
365, 24/7.
Wow. Redmond's checked in for the Jayhawks. Pass to D. Florida moving that ball around. Releases. The shot off that time. Excellent D there for Mayo. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That's someone, wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, we sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
Florida leading by 10. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. There's the pick. Pass to T. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. And it's D missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Going inside. Mayo with it. For 3. And it's T with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're talking NBA. We're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your back. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis. And the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours. But this is what we signed up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. A platoon swap here for Florida. Stolen away. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Silk passes to Martin. And again, it's Florida with a three.
Oh, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Can they get it? It's deflected. There's the triple. And it's Florida with the rebound. Silk's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Griffin. Jumps up. And Griffin slams it in.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some hope.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
We've got 1:28 left here in the second. For Florida, they have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And so he hits both. 1:27 left in the first half. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
To the middle. Here's Silk. Pass to Freak. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Jayhawks.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Martin, the pass to Freak. Griffin with some nice D. Thing is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Inside, it's intercepted. Fast break, here comes Florida. Pass to Big Daddy. 3-pointer. That one's not going to go. And so we conclude the first half. Florida ahead. They lead by 13. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Welcome, everybody. That one gets going 7:30 Eastern Time.
2 of the best in the league in that one.
What a measuring stick game. A good chance to see how good your team really is.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for Florida.
They've been patient, not allowing the other team.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Florida leading by 13. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Outside, Martin. Stripped it away. Here we go, one-on-one. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. They get it back. Outside for Griffin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three-pointer, no good. There's the steal. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really, the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest.
Off the mark, get a chance to trim it to single digits. Florida leading by 11. Down low, Silk, nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
That is all timing right there, just led him perfectly.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Florida shooting about 42% so far. They set the pick, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. Florida shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to Big Daddy. Now here's Freak. Clock at 6. No good on the 3. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. Here's Big Daddy. Hits the three-point bomb. Big Daddy's got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Jayhawks shooting their first free throws of the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the result.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Outside Griffin. This one for 3. And the Jayhawks again can't hit.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Goes up off the inbound, and it's Florida with the rebound. They'll take on the Thunder at Paycom Center after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Off target from outside. The Jayhawks have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8 to the paint. And he banks in the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Florida leading by 16. And he slams it one-handed.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. To the left wing. Goes back up. And he converts the layup. 6 points for him.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Wasted no time on that one. 16 points for Big Daddy.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. For Florida, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Softly drops in the floater. Big Daddy's got 18 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Mayo, and that's for 2.